afternoon, everyone. So we're going to do 2 deck walkthroughs today. 2 crystal banner decks, or Kaleidodope. This one is the 2020 Visions Tarot, which only includes the major arcana. And then we're also going to look at the swatches of Chakra deck, which is pretty small, but definitely handy. So starting with the 2020 Visions Tarot, it comes in this sturdy magnetic box. Says here that the 2020 Visions Tarot, the Major Arcana, is a 23 card majors only deck that takes a close look at 2020 America and the intersection of the past, present, and future. So it does come with a handy guidebook, not too thick. You know, you can definitely refer to it as colorful, but very light. I can probably read through that in an hour or so. It's good. And then it's 23 cards. She gives us the definition of vision there. And they come in order. Really good card stock, I will say. As always with her cards. The trimming is rose gold. Not an actual gold, but a rose gold. So point that out. But I haven't shuffled yet. But it looks like each card is breaking news. So it's like a news, like how you look at the news channel. The Fool card is, this is the Fool card. Has the gold or rose gold zero there to match the trimming. Let's see what it says in the book about the Fool card. It says the countdown is over, a new era begins. Starting a new possibility, unlimited potential, diving into the unknown, cautious optimism. That's the light side of it. The shadow side is the stubbornness, rushing ahead, being careless, impulsiveness, a need to take precaution. So this is symbolizing the New Year's Eve ball drop that happens in New York City every year. She gives the symbolism of the card. So each card has a revelation to it. I would rather you read it yourself too. For me, the Fool card is basically starting over. Or it can be, depending on the type of reading. But then you have the Magician. Voila, magic. Manifestation, tapping into the God within, believing in your talents and abilities, creating your own reality, making things happen. Of course, the reverse or shadow side is creative blocks, manipulation, deception, illusions revealed, confusion, and deceit. It has a standing broom, which I thought was really neat. In my culture, or in Black African American culture, and it's probably in other cultures, you are to sweep your house from front to back to remove any negativity. But the standing broom depicted references a trick that gained popularity in the early 2020. So this is referencing a trend where you were supposedly able to allow the broom to stand up magically, without touching it. It was possible, and many people realized they had the ability to make it happen. The broom is also a powerful symbol of magic. Whether it's a flying broom or the mode of transportation for witches and wizards, there is this mystical quality of possibility as the broom stands. It points upward toward God/the sky. This is a symbol of being connected to the creator within. So yeah, as I was stating, even sweeping your home with the broom has some connotation to it. The next card is the High Priestess. Let the stars be your guide. So the symbolism here represents the night of March 11, 2020, the day the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic and sparked many unknowns. The stars and planetary configurations also represent astrology and the knowledge that can be gained by looking into your chart or planetary transits. In 2020, astrology has seen a surge in curiosity and popularity with the rise of apps and inclusion in major brands. References to astrology can also be found in the Bible, which directly links the High Priestess to the Hierophant. The black and white represent duality and are a nod to the Rider-Waite illustration. So, yeah. This is the High Priestess. Then we have the Empress. This is the honey, sweet and sticky like honey. It's the Empress card. Honey has been linked to luxury, being known as both liquid gold and the nectar of the gods, which aligns with the regal nature of this card. The Empress, is multifaceted, which is represented perfectly by honey. Although it is an antibacterial and can be used to soothe and nurture, it's also sexy, sticky, and used in other not so innocent ways. Honey is also used as a reference to the news reports of murder hornets, who, as you probably assume, are attracted to honeybees and honey. The Empress is connected to the Emperor, through this symbolism as well. Okay. So while this is honey, liquid gold, the Emperor represents actual gold, which is the next card. So they're like the mother father of the archetype. Archetype in the tarot. I like how that works. Stable and secure like gold. Okay, I like that. Then you had the Hierophant or the Hierophant, belief, commitment, and tradition. And it has the Bible on this card. Okay, then we have the Lovers, heart versus head. So it symbolizes, the stamp symbolizes the traditional communication method for love letters in the past or the present, even with email, text messages, etc. There is something special and nostalgic about receiving a letter with a curated stamp from someone you care about. I can agree. The USPS has been a critical part of delivering these messages of love throughout the years. Unfortunately, in 2020, they found themselves affected by many decisions that may have not worked in their favor, so this is also a demonstration of support for the USPS. The heart and brain illustrations are a direct reference to the head versus heart decisions. That's neat. Let's see. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just going to give you an idea. Not going to read, I guess, all of them. But then you have the Chariot, which is the UFO. And then you have Strength, which is the Black Panther. So, yeah. And you have the Hermit, which I like how this card is done because we all had to go in hermit mode in the 2020 with the pandemic. And the Wheel of Fortune, Direction, Justice. And we have the Hangman. I really do recommend having this deck. It's a really good deck to have, in my opinion, as a part of it. Like I said, if you just want to make quick decisions, this can be a deck that you use to give that insight. So the next deck we're going to be looking at is the Swatches of Chakra deck. Pretty small deck, but it's still pretty sturdy. I like that it's like pink swatches. It doesn't come with a guidebook, but it looks like there's a QR code for additional information. But it says allow color to connect you to the energies of the chakras. The deck can be used as a learning and or oracle tool to better understand each chakra and align and gain clarity on different aspects of your life. I am going to look at the QR code because I kind of want to figure out what these numbers are. If you look at the card, there are some numbers there, and each one has a difference. I kind of want to find out what it is, but as you can see, they go in order of the chakras from the root to the crown. And then the last card is Limitless. But there's a total of, I want to say, 25 cards. Really small. This is the front of them. Like I said, I would use these with my chakra cards, or just to check in chakra wise. You know, very just, you know, like I said, they color lets you know basically based on. So this would be your root, and then it goes into the sacral, and then it goes into the solar, and then the heart, and then the throat, and the crown. No, not the crown, third eye, sorry. And then the crown. I think I said all of them. So there's root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So yeah. So the way I'm looking at these cards is that the way the colors go, it lets you know. I like this. So these three would be like the, let me see. This would be the root or the base chakra. And then you have, this is the sacral chakra here, these orange colors. And then you have this here, solar plexus, the yellow. Yeah, hope I'm making sense, guys. Then you have the heart here. See, it has the love, compassion, forgiveness connected. Then you have the throat here, which is communication, truth, and expression. And then we have, this is the third eye. So we got the intuition, spiritual awareness, psychic abilities, and dreams. And then we have the crown, which is the, not the crown, the crown. Universal energy, divine consciousness, presence, and of course, limitless. It's a really good deck. I love decks that allow me to use my intuition. Like I said, I'm still going to look up the QR code to see what the numbers mean on each one. But yeah, it's a pretty good deck, so I recommend it. I got a good bit of her decks. I'm actually getting her Kaleidodope Tarot deck. That's on my list to get next. But yeah, so yeah, that's today for these two decks. Thank you for stopping by.